here we are in Dreams for the first part of my 200 followers special. 200 followers in Twitch, of course. Link in the description for the YouTube VOD eventually. But we're gonna so we're gonna start with Dreams today. This is gonna be a multiple part special. Culminating with the Wrath of Cortex to walk. And I emphasize like chew instead of to walk. But yeah, today I thought we can go and have some blasts from the past, starting with Clank on Puzzles because I released this game on the beta, and the last time I released it is on for the 14th of February of 2020, which was when Dreams released of the final game. Because a lot of things were broken with the update, and I had to change those. But yeah, I haven't published anything, like any updates since then. Kind of probably want to fix a bug, but before that, let's just reset all our progress. And before we go into it, let's congratulate Chiaki here in chat, Random Fangirl 79, for beating my 7,000 point score with 7,058, well, with 7,012, with 7,058 recently. Because on this one, I actually went for the best score I could get and went as fast as possible with getting all the collectibles as optimal as possible. So yeah, I'm gonna your god gamer. Like, so yeah, props to her. Other than that, I don't know if I'm like, probably I'll do like one run, just maybe explaining a bit. I usually do these things. Some puzzles and some details and how to like making a proper walkthrough, I guess, because I have one, but it's from back in the early access or before that. So it's not the best. And then we might, or I might, attempt to reclaim my throne as the creator and leader of the Clank puzzle points. Leaderboard, scoreboard, never mind. So yeah, let's play it. So yeah, you might have seen this if you've seen other, or like, if you're one of my first followers, because I started streaming with the Dreams beta when the NDA lifted. I think that was still December 2018. It might have been already January 2019, but I think it was 2018. Actually, I can okay, I can actually go to my video producer on Twitch because I have opened my Dreams beta playlist, but it's on my VOD channel on YouTube. So of course the published date is way later. It's super recent. It's from March 9th, 2022. So that's not when I did this. This was back in the highlight is from April 1 or April 1st. April Fool's Day, fucking hell. 2019. So it was probably around February 2019. So a bit after. Yeah, because I think that was like the last stream of the beta because I didn't save anything before that. So, well, yeah, I started streaming on the Dreams beta. This was published on December 2018. And yeah, let's go. Let's listen to myself back then.
Welcome. In this brief tutorial, I'll show you the basics of the Clank clone puzzles. Don't worry, they start easy, so you'll learn more by playing. If you have played Insomniac's Ratchet & Clank Future: A Crack in Time, this will be very familiar to you and you probably don't need any help. If you haven't, don't worry, here I am. Let's see the basic elements of
Yes,
these
I was
puzzles.
doing this voice because this is a
First,
tutorial.
this is a checkpoint. If Clank dies, he will reappear here, but let's hope that doesn't happen, alright? The original Clank can
Also,
also
I had the
teleport
mic
back
like
to the
here,
active
and it was
checkpoint
like
at any time without
this
losing progress,
mic,
holding the touch
the
pad.
inline thingy.
This is a button.
This.
It can move platforms and open chambers. Just stand on it to activate it. Oh, this is a
It wasn't even
special
that one,
button.
this one.
It activates a door lock. You must press all of them at once to open the door and proceed. And here comes the most important element, the clone pad. Standing on this, you will be able to create clones with Square and control them freely.
Oh, I actually
Once
updated
you've
the
done
thing.
all you want with a clone, press circle to return to Clank. If you messed up or want to get rid of a clone, just press triangle standing on its pad. Simple. You can repossess any created clone standing on its pad and pressing square again. This will be essential for most puzzles. The first puzzles are easy, but be prepared for some real challenges.
Thank you, past me. Let's go. So yeah, okay. This Clank sculpture, I hate it, was... I started doing like a different kind of thing with... It was like a sphere head, like a kind of robot thingy. And then I was like, hey, that kind of... And I think I added like green eyes. I was like, this kind of looks like Clank, actually. Let me paint it gray. And yeah, it sort of did. And I was... You know, it might be good sculpting practice to do some familiar character, and of course Ratchet is way harder because you know it's squishy. So Clank having harder edges and more clear shapes felt like easier to do, and I still fucking did it wrong. Like the vent on the chest is not a square, for fuck's sake. And then the back of his head was also like terrible. The head is not that egg-shaped. The eyes are terrible. But hey, you can't tell it's Clank. Talking to men? What? So yeah, one of the actual things I sometimes yeah, I mean, I didn't know those existed, but yeah. Other than that, I hate the feet. I didn't know what to do with the feet, and so you can see the weird blending modes tests. I don't know, they're terrible. The only thing I kind of like is that the mouth, the jaw, I guess, is a separate piece, a separate sculpt, connected with a bolt, uh, with springiness. So when you jump, he opens his mouth, and that's about everything. That's about everything I like about Clank. So yeah, um, at first this was just made of these cubes like that, and then I made the doors and everything. So, and there was nothing like those two gears and that rotating piece and everything that was not there. Like it was super bare, for it to be the great clock, to be honest. So yeah, the HUD was also pretty different. It did not have any indication or anything. It was, I mean, I think the Sector 1 and Room X out of N was a pretty early on edition, but yeah. Also, I did not have the slightest clue of how to do time recordings like in like the actual puzzles of ACID. So I just did clones, which are way easier because you just depossess the main one and possess this, and then you can just make them so they don't collide with each other, and that's it. And then you just go back and that's it. This actually changed with the Dreams release, and that's exactly what broke. I think before you could just send a pulse to a new possessed or a new puppet, and it overrid the thank you for the hint. And it overrid the the possession. So like just sending a pulse without canceling the main Clank's possession. You could just possess the other one, and then when it came back, it just worked. And then that changed, so you had to actually turn the main one's possession off first. But yeah, this one is literally just to see the main mechanic of the game. And then after a while, I added the hint system. I kind of want to still fine-tune it a bit, because for some puzzles, it's like modern game design where you're still doing, like, you're doing it as fast as you can, even when you know the answer to the puzzle. And the prompt is like, hey, want a hint? Like during the execution. Which, I mean, I guess it's better than what they actually do in games now, which is tell you without asking anyway while you're doing it. But still, it's kind of, sometimes it's too quick to ask. But yeah, then the first puzzle always gives you 25 points regardless. You can take as long as you want, sorry. But then from this puzzle onwards, the points are calculated based on how quickly you solve the puzzle. Then here I can actually show how there's two kinds of buttons. These ones are the main ones with the silver outline and nothing on the red part, and they're usually connected to other things with these power cables trace thingies. And then there's the other buttons, which are the main door switch buttons which have the black circle on the button, and then they have like this more golden outline, like base. I must say that these cables here, these power traces that actually light up when you power on the button, were added way later. I kind of always wanted to have them, but I didn't want to, have to trace everything and know that, because there's some buttons that really go across the, like, what they activate is on the other side of the room, and it's kind of wonky, and you'll see on Sector 2 there's some funky stuff that I had to do to actually trace everything to there, like from button to what they actually move or activate. Also, this is terribly lined up, but I don't care anymore. And then the last thing is that these effects represent if the pad actually has a created clone, like an active clone out. So if I delete this clone, you can see how it doesn't have the effect anymore, and then I can just do this and it's there. This is a very minor thing. And then checkpoints, which are always white, when you first activate them, they have this circly effect, wavy thing. So yeah. Alright. Then there's a glimpse there, because I think the trigger zone is a bit... Oh no, I guess it was timed. Oh, never mind. There we go. That's weird. I don't know what's triggering that. But you can see how, to avoid people replaying the same puzzles and getting more and more points, I blocked. Oh. I indicated it on the HUD that the puzzle is solved, and so you actually can skip it, first of all, and second of all, you don't get any points even if you do it faster, because, I could always say, okay, you got like 10 points, now you've done it way quicker, now you have like 16 points, you get +6, but then I should like keep track of the previous score per puzzle and then the new one and subtract and everything. So I just said, if you want a new high score, you gotta do the whole thing again, and that's it. And then I actually opened this window here, And I did gold bolts. This was way later too. And also one of the reasons why I had to add shit outside of the main area. So this was an empty. And here's a gold bolt. Which always give, like all gold bolts give 500 points. And there's one gold bolt per sector. And this platforming is a bit tricky. And then these teleporters are also pretty recent. Before I think it was just immediate once you reach this point. The start of the RA with the parade. Little dreams. Sora! Hey Sora. Some group chatting and everything. Alright, here we go. So in Sector 2, it's just a bit more of the same, still just 2 clone pads and just basic puzzle mechanics and concepts. But here we have one of the things I was talking about when mentioning these traces, these power cables here. There's a button up there that activates this lift here. So what I did was just have like this square here, like bigger, like if it was a receiver or something, and then when you power up the button on top, it just continues from here instead of having to, I don't know, have a trace from that floating platform, which, you know, is isolated. So, yeah. So you can see it's just that. And I guess they can just show the hint. It's just there. Use the power cables to know what will each button. Jesus Christ. Activate once both clones are up. You're almost there. For example. This is the first one with a bridge, which I think is the first contraption that is not actually in ACID, because the chambers are in ACID, the doors are kind of in ACID, the lifts are in ACID, so yeah. And then the basis of a lot of puzzles is simply, or from this game, are basically allow one clone to go to a point and then make that one like allow the rest to those things. Which actually, I don't know if the main Clank, like, yeah, okay. Only this Clank can double jump, so you can clear this gap with the main Clank, but not the other ones. Or not the clones, I guess. Second gold bolt is here. And actually, this is another reason why I needed stuff outside, because I liked these windows. So yeah, to have at least some kind of thing going on outside of the main rooms. I kind of like this little back room, like thingy here, the broom closet. And the hint here is the bridge can be extended from both sides, and one can have the other. Then here's some more wonky power traces. So that one opens the thing. This one has to go around the middle here because there's a button up there. And I actually, this is my favorite. I think I've said it several times, but this might be my favorite puzzle of the whole game, but at least of the first sectors. It's definitely this one because it's so simple. But it's the first one where you actually have to delete a clone to progress. And you know, finally using a mechanic to progress is pretty cool. Okay, just that, and it goes up. You can do this to open the last one. It's interesting because of course I had to never paid attention. I had to adapt because in ACID. Okay, let's see. Remember, you can delete a clone at any time for its path. And this is the puzzle I probably hate the most. And just look at the power cables from there to there. So in ACID, it's time recordings, and you gotta cross the door, or the final door at the end of each puzzle, with one of the temporal recordings, because oh, because they all work at the same time, and the only way to actually reach the exit and go through it is when everything is happening at the same time. Here, everything happens at once, and you can only control one clone at a time. So I think everything is easier than in ACID, and also you don't have to actually time things and synchronize several things or clones together. But I also had to account for, having to have both clones at one point, so the main Clank is the one that crosses the door, so I cannot have just one door or main lock button if I have two pads, because then you can just go through with a clone or something like that. So yeah. So a lot of puzzles, just the last step is just move the free clone to wherever the button is that's easily accessible, and that's it. We want to clone section, same time. If I hate this one, once there you're almost done. So yeah, that's actually everything there was when I first released the game. So if I go back to just Dreams here again, I go here. I can go to versions on release, which there's gonna be a lot of them because I save a lot. Okay. So here, v1.0 was on the 27th of December. And yeah, it was just the main menu and 7 puzzles, which are the first 2 sectors. Then I added prompt. Then that was just a day and a half later. Jesus. I released the next sector, which is the third one, and then on the 31st of December, Jesus, the fourth sector and the ending scene changed, and then finally on the 3rd of January of 2019, I released the final set of puzzles, which is the Clank subconscious puzzles, which is just a couple, and the whole go back to find the secret ending and so on. So yeah, that I guess was a lot of things back indoors. But yeah, basically the game was done by January 2019, and this improved timing for the double jump, added teleport tip, and here in April, actually, the 17th of April, I added the traces, the power cables I was talking about. See, that was like 4 months later. Changed a couple of things to make it more fair. Oh, and the platforming shadow here. Yeah, that was terrible before. I changed how the overall thing worked, so you could access any level or any sector from the main menu. And also made the map in Dreams, like before you start the game, you can go to a map if you allow players to do so. I hid that, so you always have to go through the main menu. There was a score bag, which I think it was just with infinite jumps that are not there anymore. Here I reset all the scores because I didn't know that was I mean, what I wanted to do, yeah, as it says it here, it was to remove, like what I wanted to do was, remove the score that was logged with or like achieved with the bug, but you cannot remove singular entries on the scoreboard. You have to do like to purge everything. And also when you change a name, because I think it was like a terrible name before. I mean, it's not that great now, but you know, when you change a name, it also removes everything, which is not the greatest. And apparently, oh, would you look at that? Yeah, V5 was actually warranted because I added gold bolts here in, what was it? July 2019. And also the skipping of the invisibility, skipping puzzles was also added here. Like before, you just didn't get any more points if it was already solved, but you could not skip it. Then some background, which is the things outside of the main rooms, and then some bug fixes. So yeah. Oh, see, that's what I was talking to with Chike about. I knew there was a bug with the 1,000 points. Tundra V5. Let's go. I knew there was a bug with a 1,000 point reward on the final level. But I thought this had fixed it, or that I had changed it so this fixed it. But it might have been something else, and then I realized this wasn't still like this was not the final fix, but didn't care enough to change it, or I thought this already changed it, but didn't. I don't know. A lot of private saves. Oh yeah, this one. Um, this one actually introduced the hint system altogether, and then I also translated the whole game to Spanish. So if you have your PS4 or 5 in Spanish, you actually get the game in Spanish automatically, and if you have your console in English, you get the game in English. Um, I kinda would like to do it on a like in-game with a Switch too, just to avoid having to actually change the language of the console for this. But it's a cool feature that Dreams has that detects the language of your console. Um, and I just wanted to use that. Um, so yeah, all that tutorial voiceover, I did it again in Spanish, and all the hints are also in Spanish and everything. So yeah. And this was already on 2020, so this was early access. Still not the final release of Dreams. Here, as you can see, this is the 11th of February 2020. I think this is when Dreams released, or like the final version of Dreams release, um, released for early access players, so we could update to like Dreams not early access a week or some days before it actually launched. So it launched on the 14th of February. I think it was a week, so it probably was the 7th, but until the 11th I didn't save this. I might be wrong, it might be just 3 days or like something like that, but yeah. And these saves are just because as I was saying before, the possession rules change, and this game is based like the essential mechanic of this game is actually possession of puppets. So the whole game it was absolutely broken. And yeah, so I also took the chance to update some animations, physics, fix the Clank model. I say fixed, like there was a couple of glaring like weird things. And two animations I mentioned before, those are super recent. So yeah, that's a bit of history for Clank Clone Puzzles. Everything is saved by us. Rightly. I mean, yeah. It do be in my game. No, paid attention. I rage quit many rounds because I accidentally deleted the wrong clone. Or both clones. Or I fell. Yeah, I mean, it's the who walked. Hi, Riley. Um, so obsessed with Ratchet and Clank, you don't even know. But to celebrate the 200 follower special, the legal bottle is back. Back to being orange, finally, and clean. Okay. So... before I actually continue with that, let me go back here. Let's see if I can find it. If not, I'll just say it. But when I released that I mean, it's probably one of the first ones. I remember might have been a review or feedback of Rabbit Jellyfish, who now works at Media Molecule actually. Okay. Oh, so yeah, at first I didn't know how to actually yeah. I didn't know how to actually publish everything correctly. Oh, here. But puzzle design was a bit repetitive. It has steady difficulty curve and rarely introduced new twists. Trying puzzles that don't just involve switching back and forth between blue-green until you win. So basically, this is, I mean, and I absolutely agree because the final puzzle then was what I just played, which is literally just going back and forth between the clones, which again, I hated back then and I hate it more right now. But at least right now it's just one of many, and back then it was not only one of few, but also the last one. The first puzzle that required you to delete a clone was cool, yeah, precisely. Maybe you could add puzzles that require more out of the Great Clank, put the clone of bridge, etc., etc. And yeah, so this is Rabbit Jellyfish, and that actually, because I think he hasn't played ACID, so he doesn't have the original reference of what or how the ACID time recording or temporal recording puzzles worked. So that was cool. And then I actually made Sector 3 with that specially in mind, to make the main Clank also move and interact with everything. So it's not just as in ACID where all the paths are always at the beginning or mostly in a row, and the interesting bit is synchronizing everything. Here, given only one thing can happen at a time, you also have to move with the main Clank. So yeah, once again, main Clank can double jump, so this gap can be cleared like that. But the clones can't, so if you don't extend the bridge, you just can't make it. So yeah. And here in theory, like, because you don't, like, technically no one has told you the main Clank can double jump, so if it's your first time playing, you might think this is not doable. So technically, what you would do here to solve the puzzle with the information you have is actually make the green one, extend the bridge, then go back to the blue one, then position the blue one where it is right now, and then once you're here, you can do this, and Grey Clank is already on the other side of the gap. And also, Gold Ball, which opens this door. To be honest, if you don't know the original Clank and double jump and you're here, you can't actually get out. So you probably by this point you realize the main Clank and double jump. But yeah. So making clocks in the bridge and there are multiple ways to puzzle this solve though. And I will talk more about that later. But yeah. And here we have another one of those So this is a new kind of chamber, also not present in a set, not present in a set. Where you need two, I was gonna say clones, but two Clank instances, I guess, to actually open that. And there's always two. And then the main Clank also has to do things mid-puzzle. And this one is done. This one, also the teleport to checkpoint prompt is done at the very beginning because, like if you're playing this for the first time, you have to have all the information available to actually plan out what you're doing. You like to do it that way, not wing it. But yeah, actually, I think there's another trope in these instances, which is the clone that activates its way to the path, like the way to its own path. I mean pad. Or like, is a mechanic. A clone activating or opening the way to its own pad once its pad has been activated by another clone is a common trope among several puzzles. I think that makes sense. Like there's several puzzles in which you have a clone open the way to a pad, and then with the clone that you create from the newly open pad, you actually press the same button, so that way stays open. And then because I had to have both clones occupied, I had to enable the teleporting button. And also it was a nice mechanic because if you're, now that the main Clank has to move a lot, it might actually get stuck. So, yeah. It's a nice feature that also works in all the puzzles. And here's once again the same trope I was talking about. Now the blue one has opened the way to the green pad. Now the green clone latches onto that button. Now actually begins with that. Yeah. And this one goes here. And you see, I actually took a while for this one, and I stopped midway and so on. So now the hint actually appears. So this one is actually well timed. The green clock next one still remember to delete clones when you need to, yeah. Then we have this one, which is already sector, which is basically the same concept once again, but at least like it's more intricate. It has more steps. If you mess up at some, it has this delete portion. Oh, which I fucked up completely because I'm dumb. Because this comes first and then you delete. You have to make that one fall in there, and now you have to delete the clone. And you have to delete the other one. Yeah. Even though the main thing, like with two clones, it's still back and forth. Or a lot of back and forth. This is more interesting, I guess. Delete them carefully, yeah. Alright. That's how we get Clanks making out, yeah. And here, finally, we are on the 4th sector, which has this wall here that unlocks the yellow pad. And once again, you can see the trope here. I mean, there's multiple ways to solve this puzzle. I think you can actually leave green here and do other stuff. But the quickest way, I think, is just leaving yellow here, which, once again, making yellow press the button that unlocks the way to the yellow pad. And then, now, if you do it like this one puzzle also becomes a bit of a back and forth, but at least at this point here, you have to delete the clone to actually progress, which is pretty cool. And then you have to delete the other one. So it has a bit of, you know, interesting bits. So it's not as bad as the final puzzle of Sector 4. But still a bit too much of that. Concept. And here's where when you're told for the first time of the original Clank and double jump. Which I guessed the majority of people would have realized by then, but okay. This is the first one where you actually need to double jump to complete the puzzle. So yeah. So yeah, these ones have the 3 pads all together at the beginning. And you might think, well, so the last one, right? So what's the difference here? Wait, hold on. Well, this is actually not exactly the same as the last one. It still has like several paths, clearly. And you can still just move the yellow one to be trapped in there. But it comes to a point here where, if you notice, this just activated a fan. I don't know if it can be heard in stream clearly, but this power cable here is going down there, and if you're observing, you're like, wait a second, this is not a button, this is another pad. So yeah, this is the first puzzle with 4 pads. And let me actually extend the bridge again, because I need to. And this is the first appearance of the red clone, and if you do it optimally, that's the contribution of the red clone. And that's it. So, I mean, you can realize earlier, because all the doors have the number of required locks or buttons or main button that you need to press. So if you notice, this is the first puzzle that has 4 instead of 3 or instead of 2 at the beginning. So you probably, if you see that, you're probably gonna know that there's 4 pads before hearing the fan. But you know, it's a funny thing. 3 paths, 3 clones. Once one reaches the platform at the end, activates the fan, extend the bridge, and drop down to use the red clone. Yeah, that's kind of spoiling the whole thing. But you know, like if you need the hint, you probably are somewhere around there. And for this one, this is the final one of Sector 4. This is, and I've always been clear about this, said it multiple times, but this is absolutely inspired on, or by, one of the puzzles on Acid. Like, all of the rest of these are original designs. I guess some of the simpler ones might be very similar to some of the simpler ones in Acid. Just changing the fact that these are clones and not time recordings. But the rest of them are absolutely original designs, with the fans, with the new chambers, with the bridges, with all of that. That's original to Clank Clone Puzzles. But this one, all the layout and all the buttons and everything, well, except a final button to have like all clones busy at the end. This one is actually inspired by an Insomnia Games puzzle. And then you get here, and you can choose whether or not, I mean, well done, but there's a final hidden chamber to explore, and you can choose whether if you want to pose the score or actually go to find the chamber. And if you notice, this button is new, is way more, I mean, orange and gold. So if you press this, you go back to the final puzzle of Sector 4, and you get the prompt that you've already cleared it and you won't get any more points, which is true if you actually if I do this now, I can actually get to the door, and it says puzzle already solved, score disabled, triangle to skip. If you press triangle there, the door opens and you get 0 points. And actually, if you solve the puzzle again and get through the door, it says score disabled, so you, like, even if you solve it again without just pressing triangle, you get 0 points. I hate the fan noises so much. Oh, don't worry. That's actually an asset by Media Molecule, the fan blades and the sound effect. That I just deleted, like, the surrounding. Oh shit, I'm doing this now. Wait. I deleted, I don't know if it's everything but the blade or like almost everything but the blade. And microchip, I left it there. Alright, so there are 4 secret orange buttons. And you can see here there was another door with also 4 lights, so you could really tell it was here. And then there's another gold bulb. The Sector 4 one is here. Is this where, I don't know, something funky happened here, I remember. But you get here with the button with Clank's feet or footprint in there, like in Acid. Clank's face just shows up on the door, like in Acid. And you unlock, unlike Acid, it's not just the Orvus chamber, it's the Orvus mnemonic station because it has this chamber here. Beta, because this dream released on Dreams Beta. And mnemonic station because it has one of these chambers that goes to the Clank subconscious. And the Clank subconscious is the final secret level that has 2 puzzles. And both of them, or neither of them, have hints. So after a while, and I think this will be before we actually finish the puzzle, instead of the usual hint prompt, we'll get no hints. So you just know there's no help in these puzzles. Shit. No. This was where you did Clank, yeah. See? No hints. What? The floor doing this actually uses a lot of cable wires and animation, and that's why it's like this, separated instead of being solid. There's like a solid floor, an invisible floor, to ensure you cannot fall in between the cubes. But yeah, I mean, you can definitely optimize that and do it better. But you know, forgot to do that first, but it's fine. Oh shit, I forgot you cannot double jump with this. Oops. I forgot I have to do this. Then green boy, fuck. Green boy. Once it comes up here. You activate this, and this is completely new. This was not. Oh, I should also say, like the last puzzle on the Great Clock, both puzzles on Clank's subconscious are also inspired by puzzles on ACID. There's here a 1,000 point secret reward that you can only get once. Let me see. And then you have to change this here. So green. Shush. So green can activate this one. And then finally, this platform doesn't move anymore. Finally, blue moves there. Wait, hold on, what? Oh. Okay. Red was not in position, and now everything is done. And you get the final gold ball. Another boy. And in, you know, as a homage to the final plumber subconscious cutscene on ACID, you get astounding work, but I wouldn't be here for I wouldn't risk more than 60 seconds. And you can see now there's a countdown here. That's actually for 60 seconds. I think it appears on 45 or something like that. Actually wasn't paying attention there. But yeah, if you actually risk more than 60 seconds, you will see. And also there was a hydrate somewhere and I missed it. Thank you, Sal. The bottle. You get all your points taken from you. And then you end the level jumping on pipes all willy-nilly. Because that's ridiculous. Fuck me up. So yeah, I've done that so many times. Yeah, that was a 5,000 something run, so just explaining everything and so on, that's still like 4th place. So yeah, a lot of these are old, as you can see. But I think all of them that are like all of these that are like 2020 ones, with the new maximum possible score. So all 5 gold bolts, 5? Yeah, all 5 gold bolts, the 1,000-point prize at the end, and the new scores, like depending on time. So, you know, I mean, if it's your first time playing, then yeah, I guess 3,000 something. It's what you would expect, or 2,000 to 3,000. And then if you go for a higher score, like again, then I guess 6,000 or 7,000. But yeah. But you can see how even, you know, stopping and explaining and thinking is already... I mean, if you get everything, of course. And then I'm guessing these 3 are like people who actually finished everything and then risked more than 60 seconds and paid for it. But yeah. I'm actually really happy with all people playing this. And it's a shame that it's so clearly like copyrighted character, that it cannot actually be picked and promoted and everything, because I've seen similar, like weirdly, oddly, very similar puzzle games in Dreams, like similar to this, after this release, that actually got picked, and some of the puzzles were worse than this. Like I don't want to brag, but I do not want to boast, but let's just say, I feel like, also because in the beta this reached the literally, not even exaggerating, the first page on INDREAMS.me when you ordered all the Dream releases by most likes. So yeah, that was super exciting. But yeah. Anywho. And also, like, for 2018 standards, this was kind of good. For 2022 standards, this is not that good, I guess. Like, there's crazy stuff being published now in Dreams. So, that's it for the... my famous area. That's it for the main run for the I don't know, Throwback Friday, for the blast from the past. But now let us speedrun this shit. So, as I was saying before, the first puzzle is always 25 points. Doesn't matter if we take long or not. But then here... Okay, that's not off to a great start. But it's fine because the first sectors don't give that many points. And we have 142. I actually don't remember if that's good or not. I think I've had 46s or 47s. I don't know. Fuck yeah, oh fuck. Okay, so for sector 2 we start fucking up. Then we position the green clone already in there, because now we can just jump in here and go down. Just like that. Now, here, I'm gonna show a little cheat. Because I've shown how Clank doesn't collide with the clones, but the clones actually do collide with each other, so you can actually do this. Here, I think this loses, like, this actually doesn't get you any time, but hey. Just wanted to showcase this. And we're done. And that's not the way to go. Okay, and this is the puzzle. Hey. Especially, I think it's even worse or worsened by the fact that the camera has to travel that long between. Oh shit! I should have done that. No wait, yeah, that's exactly what you should do. So yeah, I think this is way worse because like the camera takes forever to actually go from a clone to Clank or vice versa. But yeah. Alright, 958, not bad, I guess, I don't know. Okay, so here, on this one, you definitely gain time if you actually push this guy correctly. I mean, I think. Like, you might be super quickly. I mean, you might be super quick on double jumping. Like, if you know that the main Clank can double jump, that also makes it faster, as mentioned before. But yeah, I think. Oh, come on! Had to reposition there. That's bad. Never happened before, but I think it's because I actually stopped pressing for a sec there. So yeah, here I actually did it before because of muscle memory, but on this one, wait, no, it's. Is it you have to push him more? In there? And then press this button? Yeah, I think so. Do this. And that, yeah. Oh. All right. Good job. Shit. No! Lots of mistakes here. God, I hate the camera. Might just update this dream to actually. And there's several things I want to do actually now. Alright. That was bad. One of them is definitely. I'll fix the bar for one. But another one is probably change how the camera works when going back and forth. So it either just cuts. I don't know if you can do it. And you can, you sort of can. But if it's gonna be as easy as changing an option, or it's gonna be more involved, that's interesting. Yeah. Like in some instances, it feels good to actually be able to move during this. So, oh wait. So you save time, but then things like this happen, and it's not that great. So yeah, either making it faster. I don't know if this is the default, so it's gonna be like harder to actually change it, or if it's as easy as changing a slider or an option, a toggle option. In which case, I wonder why I haven't done that. So I'm guessing it's gonna be a bit more involved than that. Which sucks. But hey. And that's Red's contribution for this puzzle. Thank you very much, Red. Alright. Almost didn't make it. Also, I had to account for, like, I had to change all the obstacles that are in ACID are like fast spinning things. Here, like, that you have to slow down with time bombs. That doesn't exist here. So I had to work around that. Alright, 26. Go find it. Pizza's ready. Enjoy, check. Nice meal. Fuck. Have a nice meal. Red, please. Okay. What goes here? Green also gonna go there. Red lifts them up. yellow, here, green, here, right over there, and that's open now. Ching, get the gold bolt. All right. So I've gotten 2 gold bolts and I missed 2 because those can be like are slower to get. You can get them later. Alright. Alright. That was a risky jump because well, with the camera turning and going from one side to the other, it's very risky. But okay. No, come on. Hate it when that happens. Right there. Alright. I'll wait for the cycle. Should probably use that more. But hey. Shit. Ah. Missed the cycle there. That was pretty bad. But hey. What can you do, right? Alright. No! Shit. No, 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 no. I was greedy. I thought I was being smart, but I was dumb. That's it. Now we do this. And this. Okay, 54. 59. That's 69. That's not even 7,000. That's nice. There we go, 69.71. So yeah. What do you mean no? I was. But honestly, I would probably prefer, I mean, yeah, it's 70-58, right? Your high score? I'm aiming at 70-69 now. SMH. My head. And this is my chance. No! Alright, so that was Clank Clone Puzzles. Both done explaining everything and quickly. Definitely gotta grind a bit because I kinda want to improve my score, but now you know, yeah, now you have seen, like everyone sees. You're kinda scary good at it, like almost as if I made them. um I mean, I've played tested. It took me 5 hours. I've played tested the hell out of this, and even then, there's still bugs and weird shit. So, yeah. But now you can see, like, it wasn't a perfect run. There were a lot of little stupid mistakes, like not reaching the button, leaving after pressing the button, and so on. And then the main one at the end, that I had to redo like a couple of positions. And there was one with a cage that I had to redo a section of a puzzle too, so like there were mistakes. But besides that, I was pretty quick. And I didn't get to I didn't even get to 7,000. So you can see how impressive it is. Chai got 7058. So yeah, absolutely congratulations for that, and thank you for actually pushing this game to its limit. Low tech. And after like 5 hours, well, I mean, grinding the thing is grinding the thing. It's not just getting it for free. Um. All right. After Clank on Puzzles, and before the Dreams beta was over, I released Dynamic Factory. But it was only, and I'll lower the volume of this because it's loud. A bit more even. It was only the first level. So when I press now new game, the green square it would be. So here we are. We're mechanic 8301. The work objectives for today are get the dynamo helmet, collect 1500 parts, fix the second floor auxiliary lift, and pay attention. Well, let's just pay attention to the upper right corner for help.
The Dynamic Factory takes no responsibility. An injury is broken by death or frustration while inside. All mechanics agree to these terms on entering. Taking the disposal elevator to the basement will result in inevitable death.
So yeah, let's go. So here at first, there's first of all no music. We're outside, even if there's literally nothing. And the only thing we can do is well walk, jump, and press buttons. So here we are. Where this is the main entrance. We have 0 out of 6 golden nuts. We have to repair this, and this one is working, but we cannot do anything about it right now. So here we have one path here, but we cannot do anything about this either. One path here, we also cannot do anything about. And finally, the way. This is the way. And I died. So here, once again, you have to go down because there's like you cannot activate anything up there. And here, you finally find the dynamo helmet, with which you can activate machinery, just like this. And here's our first golden nut. Here you can see the path we could not take before. That's just a shortcut. Maybe we can go by here. And get our second golden nut. And if we look back here, there's our third golden nut. Shit. This is the Uzla obstacle. If you know, you know. Here down here is our next and fourth golden nut. And this is the hardest part of the level. Unless you don't think about it and just rush it, then it's super easy. Weird inconvenience. And then this is the Joba obstacle. Also, if you know, you know. And here we'll try to get our fifth golden nut. And we're back. He's at the end of the level, but also at the start of the level. But before we do that, we can avoid this checkpoint, go down here, and get our sixth and final golden nut, Death Abuse, and we're back here. And now we can repair this. And now both of them are working. We can do this, and this just goes down there. And if we were actually here and pressed it, it would just fall down there. Or we can just go up for the good ending. Welcome to the second floor, mechanic 8304. Updated objectives. Get the dynamo's new lens. Collect 3,000 parts. Repair the access to the main lift. And as usual, pay attention to the upper right corner for help.
The access to the basement is still forbidden. Any attempt to take the main lift there will result in an avoidable and painful death. The basement is marked with a skull symbol to comply with the regulation number 239-A of this sector. The factory will not be responsible if any mechanic chooses to do that option freely.
I matched that. Okay. So yeah, this is actually the second floor. This did not happen back then in the Dreams beta. But might as well just continue, shall we? I did this just to get this part, yeah. You can see here we have a blue one that we don't have yet. Now the Uzla one is harder now. Some of the floor is missing too. Also, oh, we cannot do that because we don't have the red one. I have to die. And again. There we are. And this is now the red lens, which is the stop lens. You can stop machinery with it. But before that, if we go back up here... Yo, Beb! What are you watching? Me. Some Dreams content. My game. Dynamic Factor. Another golden nut. actually here, you can see there, Zawardo, because it stops. Whoa, 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 whoa. I almost died there. I'm watching your mom. Should be asleep, yes, but we can. Same. Ah, ah. Physics. Alright, so now that we're here, we can actually wait for this to go back up. And oh boy, another golden nut. And actually, there's some golden nuts that we can get now that we couldn't before because we didn't have the whoa. Because we didn't have the stop lens. So let me come on. Trying to rush it. There we go. Here, for example, boom, another one. And yeah, this the two there. One of them I could get before, but the other one I couldn't. So I usually leave them both for the same trip. And now I can repair this. For I don't know how many parts, 3,000 it was. Shink. And now we have access to the main lift. And the map of the level, which indicates the layout and which golden nuts we're missing. So we're missing 4 here. 2 of them we can get now, 2 of them we cannot. So we'll just leave. And here we have this menu where, you know, the basement is marked with a skull. The first level is actually golden because we got all the golden nuts. Second level is green because we completed it, but we have not, I mean, we finished it, but we have not completed it with all golden nuts. And the third level is white because we still haven't gone there, and the other 2 are grayed out because we cannot go there yet. Oh, you are going to sleep, Fev. Thank you so much for showing up, though. Thank you so much for saying hi. And great sleep. Dream of your dad. Okay, welcome to the 3rd floor, number 8309. Updated objectives. Get another dynamo lens. Collect another 3,000 parts. Repair the cooling system and pay attention to the upper right corner for help.
The access to the basement is still forbidden. Any attempt to take this lift there will result in an unavoidable and painful death. The basement is marked with a skull symbol to comply with the regulation number 239/A of this sector. The factory will not be responsible for if any mechanic chooses that option freely.
And here we don't have the map of the level yet. Oh wait. This is not the one I was thinking about. This one is. Shit. No. Come on, dude. Oh, fuck. There we go. Oh, so for Clank puzzles, besides fixing the bug and the camera, add some bolts I'm not getting. Well, bolts. Repair parts. Besides fixing the camera on Clank puzzles, besides fixing the camera and the bug, I also kinda wanna wait. Fuck. Play with or remove luminoise in all of it. So it looks smoother. And also play around with the camera or the blocking options to make sure the camera doesn't do funky things. Oh, no way. There we go. Okay. Phew. Phew. Oh. Oh yeah, this one you have to jump to actually make it. Yeah. Come on. Dude. There we go. I think here, if you wait, so not this one, if you wait for the next one, or the opposite one, so this one, next one now. Oh! Fuck, no way. Okay, cool. I think. Wait, what? Come on. Okay, so if you don't drop, actually it's easier than that. If you don't drop there, think. Might be wrong here. No, I'm wrong here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm absolutely wrong. No! Come on. There's one way. I'm actually waiting here because I want to... Yeah. No! What? No! What? Oh. Alright, I guess. So I was remembering wrong, huh? So maybe it's this one? Like, this one is the one you're supposed to take to actually get down there. Here. But what I was trying is... Okay. Alright. So the next one now should open both of them. Yeah, that will. Alright. Well done that. There we go. And here, actually... Ah, no. Okay, it's somewhere in there. I think it's instead of doing what I did and going up, you actually have to... There we go. And now this is one of the... Whoa, fuck. Harder bits. If you survive, you actually get to an alternative route. Ah! There we go. We're here. So we see this. Shit, now I have to wait for the full thing. Fuck. That's annoying. But this is a secret path, so like it has to be hard, but it's a bit annoying. So here we are. And golden nut and checkpoint. Shit. Actually, I think you can just. Ooh. Haha. Whew. My turn is walking away, so alright. And another golden nut. So yeah, that secret path actually gives you 2 golden nuts if you complete it fully. And here we are. Repairing. And now. We have completed the level. And we're at the end of the level. And now we're at the beginning of the level. And now we have a map. Go to level 4. Welcome to the 4th floor, number 8333. Updated objectives. Get the brand new lens. Collect 2000 parts. Repair the emergency lights system. Connect the power line to the 5th floor. And more info on the Dynamo HUD.
The access to the basement is still forbidden. Any attempt to take this lift there will result in an unavoidable and painful death. The basement is marked with a skull symbol to comply with the regulation number 239/A of this sector. The factory will not be responsible if any mechanic chooses that option freely.
So this floor is dark. Oops. Fuck. Okay, here we go. Finally. You have never seen this part before? Ooh. Fuck. Fuck, but shortcut. Whew. Okay. Oh. Shit. There we go. Oh no. Wait, what? What? Well, excuse me, sir. That was something. God damn it. There we go. What? What? Oh my god, this I think... There we are. Nice. I really... Oh, come on. I was gonna say, I really can't see a thing. Okay. Here we go. Oh, never mind. What? What? Now, here we go. The light lens. You can either light up the zone, create energy platforms, or reveal hidden objects. So here's an example of an object that's always there, but it's invisible. So when this runs out, this is still safe. The object is there, but it's not revealed. Like that. And this is an example of an energy platform that when light runs out, it actually disappears. So if I actually trigger this and that, I have to navigate this. And when light 1 runs out, these platforms will actually disappear. So you will actually die. This is another revealing the path. So the path is always there. You just don't see it. And this is actually another one of the platforms. Oh, you have to jump there. Go. The secret path is down here, as you can see. There's a yellow one there. That's the main one. There we go. There we go. Actually, I don't know if you can... No, okay. This one here you have to wait because this is always there, but this disappears. And then there's another one of those where the platform comes down and then goes back up. Here you actually have to do this like this. And we're... Ooh! Oh, you're not playing the released version? Oh, come on. So here you actually turn it on. Light it up. this is a shortcut to the beginning of the level. And we got a grand total of 0 out of 4. So yeah, this is Dynamic Factory as it is right now. The last lens is the Deletalize lens, like the Deletalize 2 on LittleBigPlanet. It makes the purple thingies not have spikes and be not harmful. And finally, we can go check out the basement. So indeed, it is unavoidable death. So here we cannot move. We're getting just transported. And here we go. Crush. So yeah, this was the Dynamic Factory, or what's there of Dynamic Factory right now. We can continue now and select levels from the main lift and everything. Right now I don't know if it's like 20 obtainable nuts or something like that. Because now we can actually get the ones from floor 2 that we couldn't before, because that's with the freeze lens. All the ones in level 3 we can get, and then we can get 2 on level 4. Not all 4. And then level 5 is still whip. So yeah, that's Dynamic Factory. And then there's a whole bunch of unreleased things that I have here. But to do a blast from the past, to continue with this, with things that I played on the Dreams beta, Katakuri in the Mirrorworld, it's white, pink, brown, green, red, yellow, blue. Oops. So yeah, this character I actually sculpted. It's from One Piece. Whoop. Wasn't it red, green? Oh, it's green, red. Oops. This one first, and then green, red, yellow, blue, black. So this is not released yet because this building here should be a bit more decorated. But yeah, this Charlotte Katakuri. I think it's Big Mom's third son? Second son. It's first pair, huh? I mean, they're triplets with Oven and Daifuku. But yeah, donuts. I think it's second son. So yeah, I sculpted this during the beta, so that's something we did back then. And now we can check some donuts. Some of the things I played back then that I have on my playlist, besides my own games, is, for example, let's see, Connie's Weird Adventure. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. Oh, what? What? Come on. There we go. Yay. So yeah, this is super old. It was one of the longest, I think, levels back then. And it was an interesting... Oh, fuck. Good job. An actually interesting game with Connie. This was also before we had 2D as an option on the puppet, so I guess could not change easily. Meow. Oh, come on. Okay. See, this is actually the dream or the level I'm playing on my oldest highlight on my Twitch channel. So the highlight I mentioned before, the April Fool's Day on 2019, the highlight, that one. I mean, there's several highlights from the same day, from the same stream, because it was my last beta stream, Dreams beta stream. God, I can do a double jump now. Memories. So yeah, this is actually the first or the oldest content you can still watch in my channel. I actually completely forgot about this part. Like absolutely 100%. What? What? Oh. Let me see. What? Come on. I think it's easier going from here to there. But Jesus, no. Oh, it's making it easier now with an 80% speed. Oh, it's not timed. You just can take. Oh, what? Ah, come on. You can take as long as you want. It just. Ah. That would actually hurt. Alright. Dreams, memories. Oh. Doesn't fit through there, does it? No. There we go. Easy peasy. The other way. Come on. There we go. Okay, this one's the red one now. Go. Easy, easy. Got one. Alright. Ball. There we are. My cousin ate an entire half of a watermelon? Damn. Those are some big balls indeed. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. I actually don't remember. No, okay. No. So it's kind of this weird adventure once again. The first thing, or the oldest thing in this channel, once again. And to finish off today's stream, if it's still there. Oh wow, Alex Evans, that's... yeah. Another thing that from that stream, which is Alex's Nightmare, a game made entirely, made entirely with text gadgets. My only purpose is to support you, a standard platform. A checkpoint. I thought it had also had a description. A wall. Weakness. Wall. Oh, here. You shall not pass. I guess you can still get around me. A moving platform. I move, therefore I am, right? Jesus. Trust me, there's an invisible bridge here. All of it. And another one here. Stop. Turn left. I think there's a funny thing if you actually go right. I guess it wasn't fun. Maybe it's if you go left? Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's left. The arrow is wrong. I'm done. Push this button to turn off the lasers. You may have to watch some ads. Hey, look, it's modern web side experience. Upgrade to Dreams 2 now. Turn off all text boxes. Okay. Well, I think I can check here. But yeah, it was Connie's Weird Adventure, Clank Clone Puzzles, Clank Clone Puzzle again, Dynamic Platforming at the time, Dynamic Factory Level 1, Katakuri in the Mirrorworld, time lapse of the same thing. Then a couple of create mode things, and Alex's Nightmare. That was everything. Rip everything, yeah. That was everything that I did back then. That I thought it would be cool to revisit. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this first stream of the 200 followers special. The dreams part of the special. It was just some remembering. Going back to the roots, to the first things that remain. Not the first things that I streamed, but the first things that are still there. So yeah, definitely Dreams has been the backbone and one of the main things, if not the main game, because Ratchet is the other main part of my streams. Is the main series, the main saga. So yeah, but Dreams definitely, if not the best game ever. The game that made me start streaming actually, and then that has been there since the beginning. I will now, thanks to Chike for requesting it. Look at the emote. I shall, as the legends foretold, I will recenter my imp. Oh, with debug there. Let's recenter my imp somewhere else. Boom. Maybe on the menu? There. Recentered. Yeah, no worries though. Thanks for being here too. So yeah. Thank you everyone. Well, first of all, thank you everyone once again for the 200 followers. Thank you every single one of you that followed. Since either December 2018 or January 2019, whenever I started. Until now, 2022. If you're here for Dreams, absolutely this is going nowhere. I will continue playing Dreams, DreamSurfing, and hopefully at some point bring back dream shaping streams when I have time for those. And I'll have to plan them a bit. But yeah. More dream surfing coming. Absolutely in the near future. And dream shaping hopefully not too long from now. And yeah, if you have never seen me play Dreams before, I hope this was, a selection of the first things that I released and that people in the community released. Right now it's way cooler, and people are releasing crazier stuff. So hope to see you in some other Dream stream, or hope to see you create something in Dreams. And yeah, besides that, thank you again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following if you have. And the 200 special is not over yet. For today it is, but tomorrow we'll continue with the other main part or main focus of my channel, my Twitch channel, which is Ratchet and Clank. So we'll be back here with some probably Ratchet and Clank 2 going Commander. Not with wrench only APB, but with hopefully a quick run. We'll see what we do. So yeah. Next time in Dreams. Alright, looking forward to that, Chai. Oh, you're playing Mom this weekend, no worries. But yeah. As my description says, hello there, fellow dreamers. But right now, it's goodbye there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.